Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have a special guest. We are going to sniff, or I'm going to have him sniff, some of these men fragrances from the Dua line. So if you want to see his thoughts and ranking on these colognes, then just stay tuned. So, you guys, my hubby decided to join me today. And it's because I have quite a few fragrances that I have ordered from him. And instead of just getting his opinion behind the scenes and sharing them with you, I decided to let him join me today. And he so graciously agreed. So welcome him down below in the comments. But let's go ahead and get started with some of these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fragrances that he has not smelled, and then I'll do 3 honorable mentions that we ordered before to give his opinions on what he think about those. So let's start off with the first one that we have here from the Dua brand. This is Ocean Mist Men. All right, so let's see what Ocean Mist Men smells like. This one is inspired by Voyage by Nautica. This is their first year formulation according to the Dua brand site, and it's considered a classification of woody aquatic and has notes of apple, green leaves, lotus, mimosa, musk, cedar, oak moss, and amber. So let's give this a spritz and get his opinion on it. So give it a ranking 1 through 5, with 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest, and anything that you would say that would describe it.
Give it about a 3.
About a 3, all right.
It smells clean.
Clean. Yeah, you definitely smell like it says, a woodsy scent and aquatic scent. This is definitely something that you wear in the summertime, very summertime appropriate. So, all right, got a 3 on Ocean Mist Men. Let's take a look now at Man of Tom. All right, so Man of Tom. Let's give it a good spritz here. While he's sniffing it, I'll tell you guys what the notes is. This is supposed to be inspired by Tommy, by Tommy Hilfiger. It's the 1995 original formulations, considered citrus aromatic, with notes of mint, bergamot, grapefruit, lavender, Granny Smith apple, cranberry, rose, cotton flower, cactus, and amber.
All right, so if you like Tommy, you'll definitely like this thing. Smells like Tommy.
It smells like Tommy. So, you agree with it?
5.
Ooh, 5, guys. He gave this one 5. All right. I'm going to try to keep these according to his ranking too. All right, so the next one is his Dua Water. So let's give these a good spritz. All right, so his Dua Water is inspired by Cool Water for him, the vintage formulation by David Off. This is considered aromatic aquatic that has notes of watery notes, lavender, mint, green notes, cologne, rosemary, coriander, sandalwood, neroli, geranium, jasmine, musk, tobacco, oak moss, cedarwood, and amber. What do you think?
2.
A 2?
If it's supposed to be cool water. It smells good, but it's not cool water.
You don't think it's cool water?
No, I like cool water.
You don't like this? Okay. All right, a 2. So his Dua Water is a 2. All right, so we got a 5, a 3, and a 2 so far. This next one is Freshman. So Freshman, let him sniff this one. Freshman is inspired by Versace Man Ooh Fresh by Versace. It is a classification of a woody aquatic. Starfruit, lemon, bergamot, cardamom, Brazilian rosewood, cedarwood, tarragon, sage, pepper, musk, woody notes, amber, saffron, and sycamore. Now, I know you have the regular Versace, but this is the Versace Fresh. So what is your take on this one?
I like it.
You like it? What's the ranking?
It doesn't remind me of Versace, but it smells good. So I give it a 4.
All right. A 4. Next one is Cosmopolitan Vintage. Ooh, I'm not going to say anything. Ooh, Sauvage, vintage formulation by Christian Dior. Classification of a citrus aromatic. Lemon, bergamot, basil, rosemary, caraway. Fruity notes, jasmine, coriander, patchouli. Carnation, orris root, sandalwood, rose, oak moss, vetiver, musk, and amber.
So what is it duping?
This one is Ooh Sauvage by Christian Dior. You got Sauvage,
Okay.
Savage,
I
Sauvage.
like it. I give it a 4.
Got a 4. All right. You have, but this is the vintage formulation. So I don't think you have the vintage formulation of this one. So you said a 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's there. All right. And the next one is Citron Curve of Duos Aqua. Now I know this is a combination. So this is a quabrid, is what they call this one. It's a mixture supposed to be inspired by several different ones. Give it a spritz while I have him spread while y'all tell you about it. This one is inspired by Curve for Men by Liz Claiborne. It's Aqua de Joya by Armani, Cool Water for Him by David Off, and Cedrat Boys by Massera. So 4 different fragrances that this is inspired by. It's an aromatic aquatic, long list of notes: lime, Sicilian lemon, pineapple, lavender, bergamot, jasmine, mandarin, orange, juniper, mint, geranium, neroli, sea notes, jasmine, cologne, peach, freesia, rosemary, hyacinth, cyclamen, cactus, ginger, pepper, sage, coriander, nutmeg, rose, violet, and it still goes on, cardamom, mignonette, sandalwood, white musk, tobacco, ambergris, cedarwood, mahogany wood, oak moss, vetiver, patchouli, leather, vanilla, and amber. Everything in their mama in that cologne. So, with that being said, what do you think of this quabrid? Because this is the first quabrid I've ever purchased from Duo. So, what do you think?
You know, I like mixing cologne.
Yes, you do.
So, I like it a lot.
You like it? Oh, okay.
So that's my new favorite one.
This is your new favorite, because we're going to talk about the other 3 here that he that I got from him that he's already been wearing. These are all new ones that I like. So, favorite. So
we give it a 5.
This is a 5+. Like,
no, the Cool Water's good too.
Okay, so we're gonna put it right along with the other 5. Okay.
Yeah, but that just smells like Cool Water, so it just did a good job.
Yeah, you did a good job. There's a whole bunch of notes in there. All right, so the next one we have here is Royal Chariot Attar. This one here, Royal Chariot Attar. All right, so this is inspired by Layton by Parfums de Marly. It's a classification of an oriental floral with notes of bergamot, apple, mandarin, lavender, jasmine, violet, geranium, patchouli, cardamom, guaiac sandalwood, pepper, and vanilla. What do you think?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I mean, it's not bad, but I don't care for it.
Now, see, I like this one. Now, this one says that the gender for this one is masculine slash unisex. So this is a unisex fragrance that leans masculine. And I know for a fact that there are several women that wears Layton by Perfumes de Marly. They love it in their collection. So you got... That's the second 2 you're giving out. All right. So we got Royal Chariot. Wonk, wonk. It ain't a 1. It's not a 0. So it's better than bad. All right. So the next one here that we have. I keep wanting to take the top off before showing it to you guys. So this one is Tux. And Tux, spray it here real quick. That's sprayed out nice. Tux, this is inspired by Tuxedo by YSL. This is retailed for $295. The original cologne. This has a classification of chypre, notes of bergamot, violet leaf, rose, vanilla, coriander, black pepper, ambergris, patchouli, and lily of the valley. He already put it down.
It's about a 3.
It's about a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to like that chypre family. Okay. You got a 3. All right, so we got 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, and 2 5s. So let's go back to the other couple of ones that he already had in his collection to kind of give his thoughts on these, because I shared them with you guys whenever I hauled them, but he never said his opinion on those. So this is Midnight Rendezvous. This one was inspired by La Nuit de la Home vintage formulation. He has this cologne. I love this cologne on him, the original. So that's why I picked this up. I wanted to see what the dupe was doing, the inspiration. But this is the... It says the La Nuit de la Home Vintage 2010 version batch number OBAB by YSL. It says it has a retail price of $500. So this isn't the exact one that he has, because this is the 2010 version of it. But this is a classification of a woody spicy with cardamom, bergamot, lavender, cedar, cumin, and vetiver.
It's a 4.
It's a 4?
Nice, yeah.
You still okay? Yeah, it's a good one. All right. One that I know he loves, but I'll let him rank it. You want to do that one last? Okay, we'll do this next one then. This other one is Caribbean Waters. I don't think you've worn this one yet. If you have, I don't remember you saying anything about it yet. Caribbean Waters. I know we was kind of saving it for the summertime. But this one I got because there were so many people recommending it. Oh. Caribbean Waters is inspired by Virgin Olive Water by Creed that has a retail price of $289. It's classification of citrus, and it has notes of bergamot, lime, mandarin, coconut, sugarcane, and white rum. What do you think?
Worn this one?
No, you haven't worn it. It's the bottle. Look, this is one of the ones I originally bought for him, but I bought it in the winter time, so I told you to save it for the summer. So I don't think you worn it yet because it's still.
Okay. 3. It's not.
It's
bad.
A 3.
I'm not used to that smell though.
It smells so good to me. What is this? It says masculine. It don't say masculine unisex. It smells so good. All right, he says a 3. He might like it better on skin. We'll see. All right, and this last one is hashtag Fierce Attire. Now this one, do I need to spray it? I'll let you. Huh? I'll spray it.
I just call it lion.
You call it lion. Yeah. So this one, Fierce, #Fierce Attar, is Fierce, inspired by Fierce, the vintage formulation intensified by Abercrombie & Fitch. It's a woody aromatic with notes of petitgrain, cardamom, lemon, orange, fir, aquatic notes, jasmine, rosemary, rose, lily of the valley, sage, vetiver, musk, oak moss, Brazilian rosewood, and sandalwood. So, how does this one compare to the other ones?
5.
5.
It's the classic.
Yeah.
It's the classic smell. So.
It's the classic smell. So, you guys, he has 2. Nobody got a 1 or a 0. He didn't hate none of them, I'm assuming, since they all got 2s. Those, he has 2 2s, 3 3s, 3 4s, and 3 5s. So let me share with you what his favorites are.
Let's do the favorites.
Just do the favorites?
Yeah.
All right. Favorites. Ocean Mist Men. Editing Charlen here, I realized that I accidentally put Ocean Mist Men in his top 3, and it was Man of Tom. When I went back to go edit the video, I realized Ocean Mist Men was a number 3 ranking. Man of Tom was his number 5 ranking. So, Man of Tom is a 5. Favorite. Citrine Curve of Duos Aqua. And favorite is #Fierce Attar. That is it, you guys. I would like to thank my honey for coming on with me today. What do you think of his ranking below? He got his favorites are these, like we said before. And he did a pretty good job, I think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and maybe we'll see him again, but I'll definitely see you again in my next video. Bye.